First time in a long time, it felt like the real Brown family was back.
And to get to know him like as a father and as like someone who's just like a really awesome guy. I couldn't imagine a life without him now.
I just had to put this clip because I wonder how Kody feels when he sees this and hears how highly Isabel is speaking about David. Do we really have to watch the whole of Christine's wedding again? TLC, what's going on? Somebody needs to explain to us. And Kody and Robyn, I don't know who they're trying to convince. The audacity to sit there with a straight face and say, we were voted off the island. The family doesn't want anything to do with us. And it's like, seriously, where is your mirror? Look in the mirror. You're the one who isolated yourself first. Nobody turned against you. You turned yourself against everyone. And then when they picked up on the signals you were throwing, they left. Now it's a problem. Make that make sense? And I'm here for Mary and her friends. I love her support system. I've said this countless times. I love how they are there to lift her up when she falls, how they are there to cry with her, laugh with her, make light of certain situations. I'm here for that. Anyway, hey there. Thanks for stopping by. It's your girl, Valerie. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe, click the like button, turn on the notification bell for when I upload new videos, and definitely leave a comment. In this episode, I'll be reviewing Sister Wives, Season 19, Episode 17. I'm going to need someone at TLC to explain to me why we sat through Christine's wedding special if we're going to watch it now. Why? It doesn't make sense that were they too lazy to go and film with Janelle wherever she was, or were they too lazy to go and film with Mary wherever she was for them to continue to show us Christine's wedding. We've already watched the special. We don't need to see anymore. I'm sorry. We really don't. So we get to see Christine. It's her wedding day. She's ecstatic. This is something she's wanted. Christine is smitten. She is smitten. She's heads over heels in love with her husband. And this is what she's always wanted. So no one can knock her for it. No one can knock her for it. She gets ready for her wedding day. She has her makeup done with everybody else. So they were renting an Airbnb. So that's where everyone went to get their hair done because Christine wanted to be there with the girls. Maddie was there. We didn't get to see Leon, but then I understand Leon doesn't want anything to do with the show. So they not sort of appearing on camera makes sense. I know there were pictures on the internet that I saw of Leon there and their partner, but I think they've chosen not to sort of be on camera. You get Janelle come down, you have Hunter there. Hunter is very supportive and Hunter is in a very happy space, which is amazing given how miserable he was when they moved to Vegas. So everybody's getting ready for the wedding. You have the boys go and be with, David and his family. And Tony is something else. Tony asks to be introduced to every single person. You get to see David's son-in-law who's going to marry them. He is excited for David as well. And then you have Peyton turn up without, having a shave, and Mitch steps forward. Mitch, I love Mitch. We barely get to see Mitch. The only time we really got to see Mitch was when he was getting married to Aspen. But at the end of the day, he's always there to support his wife, but he always stays in the background. He never wants to be on camera unless it's really necessary, or maybe unless he needs to support his wife, which I love. Whereas Tony's the complete opposite. He wants to know what's happening, why is it happening, when is it happening, what are we going to do after it happens? And it's like, oh my God. But I like that the whole family seems to sort of have settled into the idea that Christine is getting married, and they're all at acceptance. You have, Madison and Hunter and Madison's husband sort of have a conversation in a confessional saying that we're happy that David is here. We're happy that he's getting married to Christine. This is something she's wanted and we're happy for her. They were sad that the family, is not all there because Robyn, her children, and their dad are not there. But at the end of the day, they are happy that whoever's there is there. And they are now considering David to be family. So, they can't sort of pick sides and do whatever Christine wants. They're going to support her. You have Robyn and Kody say, yes, they knew about the wedding, but they weren't invited. And it's like, why did you expect her to invite you? Who invites their ex-husband to their wedding unless they're the closest of friends? Who would invite them? What has Kody done or said that warrants him getting an invitation? I don't get it. I understand them not wanting Kody there. Mary, I still don't agree that she wasn't invited. If you're going to invite Leon, then invite Mary. If you're not inviting Mary, don't invite Leon. It doesn't make sense. To me, that's my personal opinion. Other people might see it differently. to each their own, but that's my opinion. Robyn and Kody, for me, I would say I'm confused, though they're confusing, but I would be lying. It's the audacity to sit there with a straight face and be asked, did you know that Christine was getting married? And they're saying, oh, no, we didn't know. We were voted off the island, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, no, you were not. No, you were not. You kicked yourself out of the island and then decided, once you'd isolated yourself, that you wanted everybody else to chase after you. And when they wouldn't chase after you and they said, we're tired of chasing after you, and left you alone because you wanted personal space, you are now crying that, oh, why me? Why did they leave me? Why am I not invited? Why are they not following me? Why am I not staying in this marriage? You and Kody decided that you wanted to be a unit, and you decided to isolate yourself from the rest of the family. You wouldn't let the rest of the family look after your children. You wouldn't allow the children to spend time together. You always had to intervene and say something. Kody referred to his children with Robyn as our children, and everybody else referred to them as their mother's children. And so the idea that you suddenly feel isolated, you suddenly feel victimized, you suddenly feel as though people hate you and they voted you out of the island is a lie. It is a lie. It is a lie. I'm going to repeat that. So you have Kody and Robyn, they're chopping this tree, and it's like, seriously, how many more times or how many more activities outside can you look for before you have to bring us into your home? What is it inside your home you're hiding that you don't want the rest of the world to see? Because it doesn't make sense that every time the producers are coming to film with you, you're standing outside. Last week you're on quad bikes. This week you're cutting a tree. What are you going to be doing next week? Because you can't bring the sister wives to come and sit with you outside your house. What are you going to be doing? Make it make sense. I don't get it and I don't understand it. Kody struggles to chop this tree, and it's like, why not just get someone who can do it properly then? If you can't do it yourself, why pretend as though you know what you're doing? And the way Robyn was so controlling and had to be there to sort of direct every single movement and sort of caution Kody and this, that, and the other. Oh, because last time he cut a tree and it fell on the house and blah. Oh, we don't need it. We don't need it. You're so controlling. You're so manipulative. You have to be sort of, what word can I use? Oh my God, what's this word? It slipped my mind. That you have to be in control of every single thing. You can't allow somebody else to do something on their own. Eventually, Kody manages to chop down the tree. And they're having this confessional outside where Kody and Robyn are being asked, how do you feel about Christine getting married? Their opinions really don't matter. As long as Christine is happy, her children are happy, that's all that matters. As long as they are accepting of David, which the whole family seems to have accepted David, everything else that Kody or Robyn has to say doesn't matter. For Kody to want to sort of say whatever he wanted to say, and then Robyn to sort of try and cut him off and say, oh, we're just happy that she's finally found what she's looking for. Well, amazing. Kody, oh, she left here. Her intention of leaving here was to go and find her person. Yes, because you were not that person for her. You were not that person for her. The audacity of you and your wife to shout that we're not emotionally safe around the rest of the family doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. What do you mean you're not emotionally safe? You are used to sort of being manipulative and sort of playing victim, and you're very sort of narcissistic in your tendencies. And now suddenly you're behaving as though everybody else is against you. Nobody's against you. You turned everybody against you through your own actions and through your own words. So whatever you're getting is what you rip from whatever you sowed with the rest of the family. I had completely forgotten how emotional Christine's wedding was. She had her son Payton walk her down. It would have been nice had Hunter or someone else walked her down, the two of them. But I guess, it was important for Payton because that's her only son. So it was important for him to walk her down the aisle. And then they got to her dad because her dad is very frail and he walked her the rest of the way. We know the dad has no love lost with Kody. He can't stand Kody. He hates Kody. Because of the way Kody treated his daughter. And so he was really excited to be handing over his daughter to David. And this was amazing for David because it's quite a big deal for the father. We never really saw him when she was married to Kody. So the idea that he's actually come out for the engagement party, he's come out for the wedding, he's come out for quite a lot of things for Christine, which has been amazing to see. Everybody was there. They were happy for him. David's family love him and adore him. His daughters walked him down the aisle, both of them, because he didn't want to pick between the two. And then they were married by his son-in-law, which was also amazing. He told very anecdotal stories about how David was a very loving and caring dad after losing his wife and being left with 8 children. And it's like this man was able to do all this when Kody couldn't get in his car and go to New York with his daughter when she needed major surgery. Make that make sense. Truly was ecstatic. Truly, you can tell, really adores David. And, she really has sort of embraced him as a father figure, which has allowed the rest of the children that were not on board to sort of embrace him, because at the end of the day, Truly is the one who spends the most time with them. And if she's happy and comfortable and at peace, they have to find their way at peace. It was nice to see all their families there. Janelle was there with all her children. Leon was there, and I think Audrey was there as well. I didn't see them. But it was cute. And then, they shared their kiss and it was so romantic. And Christine appears to be a hopeless romantic like me. So this is what she's always wanted. They shared their kiss. Then they had the family pictures. It was really cute to watch. But then I know, TLC are not going to end it there. They're going to show us the reception, even though we already watched the wedding special. So you have Mary with her friends Jen and Blair sort of decorating for Halloween. She says, her grandmother was born on Halloween's day, so they didn't celebrate it as part of her religion. But now, since leaving that, she's decided to celebrate. The whole family, you have the other OG sister wife saying Mary has always been into decorating. This was her thing. This was her stick. She really loved it. She sort of had different themes for every single room. So the idea that she's doing it now, this is something that she really loved, and we know she will enjoy doing. Mary says when they moved to Flagstaff, she didn't really do any decorating because she did it for 1 year. Nobody turned up, and she decided that was it. And for Robyn to use the excuse of COVID doesn't make sense, because I understand they were living there for a couple of years before COVID hit. So Robyn has no excuse. Robyn didn't want anything to do with Mary. She only wanted Mary when it was convenient for her. And once the convenience ran out, she then, ignored Mary and left Mary out there in the wind. So the audacity to try and make light of it doesn't make sense. Mary's friends are shady. They made this sort of graveyard, sort of display at the front of the house, and they used the flowers from the commitment ceremony because they said that didn't work. It's like, I'm here for the shadiness and the pettiness and the mess. I love it for Mary. I really love Mary. I love the fact that she is moving on. Yes, she says this is the first year of her divorce. I think what she means is officially this is the first year of her divorce. Do I think she's still grieving that marriage? No. Mary went through the stages of grief and is now at acceptance. She's now at acceptance. She's understood that this is over. She's moving on. Yes, her situation is totally different to Christine and to Janelle. Janelle is still going through the stages of grief. Maybe now she's at acceptance because she's been separated from Kody for a long time. But Mary actually grieved for a good 10, 11 years when this man wasn't coming to her. So she is at a place whereby she can move on. She's saying Mary's back. I love this for her. We all saw that she was in London. She went to Ireland. I think she went to Ireland as well. I don't quite remember, but I love that she's at this phase of her life where she's enjoying herself and she's making the most of it. You have Christine. We get to see the reception. We get to see the lap dance again. I just fast forwarded through that. I love that all her children have accepted David. I love that even people like Isabel, who were very sort of concerned about David, have come to this place of acceptance. They've come to this space of, this is what it is and we're going to deal with it as it presents. So I'm happy for them, and I'm happy that, they can sort of make the changes that are needed in order to move on with their lives. They can do what makes them happy and sort of be in this space without feeling guilty. The fact that you had Isabel speak so highly of someone she's only known for a couple of months as compared to her biological dad is like, wow. I wonder how Kody feels when he sees that. I really do, because Kody abandoned his role as a dad. And so for another man to step up and sort of take the mantle and not only speak the speak of being a dad, but actually walk the walk as a dad and be accepted by grown-up children, because we know it's difficult for grown-up children to accept someone. Yes, little children, they don't know any different. They will accept anything. But for grown-up children to accept him and sort of treat him as their father, I wonder how Kody feels when he watches it. I really wonder. But hey, it is what it is. Thanks guys for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And click on the link in my video to watch my review from episode 16. Bye guys.